Hey guys, Paul from PABrewNews back yet again with another one of the mystery beers from the Mystery Beer Review, Beer Mail, whatever, that Joe sent me, Average Joe. So, we just got another, moving along, we're going to move along with the 16 ounces now. Take the information card off. And then we will get this in the glass. Now, I'm curious. There's been times where I'm like, oh, okay, I'll pour out an IPA and it turns out black. I'm like, whoa, that didn't happen. But this one is coming out like an IPA. Or at least an ale of lighter tendencies than a big old imperial stout or anything. And just because I can, I will put the bear can in the picture. Okay, this one's coming out a tangerine orange with a bit of caramel hues with a slight beautiful carbonation coming through there, showing a body, kind of indicative of a little bit more than a medium body, and a slightly off-white head. Doing that, the proteins and the bubbles are trying to climb up the side of the glass a little bit, which is nice. Just got a little message here, so hopefully no one's going to try to call me, because that would suck. Wow. Whoa. Tons of grapefruit, tons of pineapple. I'm getting actually like a pineapple in the aroma, but tons of grapefruit. Soft bit of dankness, perfuminess, but very subtle on the perfuming, more just soft dankness. Touch of a hint of pine on that one. I'm getting something a little bit fleshy, a fleshy berry, almost like a strawberry almost in that area, but a fleshy sweet berry. Super zest. Loads of very peppery zest coming up from the grapefruit. Ooh, grapefruit, hint of pine mixing with that dankness. I always find the pineapple in the dankness, kind of like, or brings dankness with it. So there's a little dankness, that pine coming through, that sharp, very sharp grapefruit, and then a little bit of a sharp, zesty note of something that reminds me of even like a tangerine, clementine, one of those sharp citrus notes. Maybe a little bit of passion fruit in there. A little crunchiness too. Alright, so hey, let's get into it. There is a nice caramel back to that too. Cheers. Oh. Yeah, that's got a beautiful little dank, playful dankness that's going on there. Again, you have this menagerie of different fruits that are going along there. There's a hint of a fleshy, sweet fruit, almost a strawberry, almost a, I wouldn't say, I don't know if I want to say melon, but a fleshy juicy fruit in there. You get a little bit of pineapple way in the back with that dankest goodness. Definitely have some grapefruit. There is some very nice soft earthy pines working along in that dank area. Little aromatic, building a little bit of aromatic perfuminess just in the back end, but not bad. The caramel is super sweet, and it's adding to that fleshiness that I spoke of. It's not as zesty in the actual body as it is in the nose, but all those fruits are playing out very nicely. Very forward on the caramel. It's nice though, because the caramel is sweet, it's there, it's playful, it's adding to those fruits, but the more you the drier and drier it gets, because then the hops, that dankness, the pine, that soft bit of perfuminess, even that little zesty approach of some of those grapefruits, then they start working away and drying your palate off. And I'm like, oh, they're nice. It's not one-sided. It's very well blended, and it definitely gives everything a time to shine. I like the fact, too, that in the back end, when everything fades away, the sweetness, you're not left with any metallic, you're not left with any kind of medicinal pill bitterness. It's just a very sweet, not sweet, that's the wrong word, delectably playful bitterness from the dankness, the earthiness, the pine, and that zestiness. The body, again, it's tapering over that medium body, as the carbonation was indicatively showing. Very nice, very good beer, very solid. Very solid beer. ABV. This one's hard to tell because of the body, the smoothness. There's a little bit of the pine, and the hops are kind of coming to the forefront, hiding the ABV, if you want to say, like hiding that kind of. I don't get a huge amount of alcohol legs, but there is a lot of protein sticking to that glass. I'd say probably in the 7s. I could be wrong. It could be 120% alcohol by volume, but I'm going to say in the mid to high 7s. It doesn't really matter, does it? But it's drinking really nice. So I'm going to pour the rest in. Pour the rest in, baby. I mean, as soon as I saw that color, I should have automatically knew it was going to be a little bit more malt forward, and it is. The nice thing is, though, this is the, I don't know, to me, it's like one of those really good, balanced double IPAs. It might be a malt forward IPA, if you look at it that way, but when you get to a certain ABV, around the 8s to 9s, matter, you want a good malt base to back it up and have some fun with those hops and balance it out. That's what I'm getting out of this, but I kind of want to say that I might be dealing with a overly malted IPA instead of a balanced DIPA, but I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I like what I'm tasting, and that's what I'm tasting. Whether the ABV dictates what it is, the ABV will dictate what it is. The ABV is hidden, so that makes it harder. Okay, it's a double IPA. It is the quintessential IPA. This is bulbous. The bulbous, I think it's bulbous. Bulbous balls with a little tiny dick. It's a tin can of chaos, little shiny goodness, and this is a PABrewNews Lupin number 3. Puribus, I don't know Latin. A E Puribus Lupulin, the wolves among the sheep, the whole, you know, plenty of the elder thing. The E Polibus Santos, A Satanas. Let's see. Unite. State label New York, state labeled beer. American Double IPA, or American, Double India Pale Ale. Gun Hill Brewing Company. I was like, well, I have no idea. Gun Hill Brewing Company, which is really cool. And this is 9.7, so we are looking at a very balanced double IPA instead of an overly malted IPA. And those hops are completely overshadowing. That bombardment of hops and that big malt base is completely overshadowing the 9.7. It's stupidly drinkable. And very nice. And now the more I'm drinking it, there's a little bit of a hint of more of a juicy, fleshy blood orange. And me like that. Me like that a lot. So anyway, join us for the revolution online at gunhillbrewing.com. Gunhillbrewing.com. The bulbous double IPA. And I'll see if I can get the Gun Hill in there. There's Gun Hill. Sorry. Fucking around now. Gun Hill Brewing Company. Alright, cool. Just listen to some Nosferatu. As Matt would say, another view in the books. What book? I don't know. There's a book somewhere. Maybe a Necronomicon in the Latin version, written in Spain. I think I rated this already before I unwrapped it. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Sticking with that. Very nice indeed. The only thing that I can say is that later I got a little bit of a blood orange, and almost, in a weird way, that last sip when I started talking a little bit, almost got like a lemon droppy kind of playful little hint there too. So anyway, I really like it. I feel like a really well-balanced, I consider it well-balanced. I don't consider it too malt forward for a 9.7. I feel like a really well-balanced double IPA, I think you should go for this one, especially for the fact that if you like to hang around some and see how they change, this malt bastard will get really crazy with age. So anyway, this is Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Ooh. Bye-bye. Thanks, Joe.